Alright, hello and welcome people. I'm not too sure how long I'll make this specific episode because I'm aiming for the next episode, which is going to be number 40, to be 40 minutes long. So, I'm probably just going to record 10, 20, 50, probably 20 minutes worth of this. So, yeah. Just keep that in mind. This will be like a single episode, and then the next one I record will be at least try to be 40 minutes long. So, let's get into it, shall we? In the distance I hear the bells signaling the end of the classes. With any luck, Lily will soon realize that neither Hanako nor I are around, and I return to the dormitories. My phone starts to ring, cutting my thinking short. It quite startles me, as I've rarely been called since coming to Yamako. Hello, Hisao Nakai speaking. Oh, Hisao, I'm glad I found you. You weren't at any of the usual places, so I thought this would be the fastest way to contact you. I probably should have guessed it would be Lily, as she's one of the few people I've given my number to, even though the phone, her voice seems slightly on edge, even through the phone. Hanako and I left class early. She had some kind of panic attack. The line goes silent. If it weren't for the background static, I would have thought Lily had hung up on me. I understand. Could you come by my room? I'd like to talk with you. Sure, I'd appreciate the chance to have a bit of a talk, actually. Good. I also have some bad news. I think we should discuss this in person. It's hard to grasp the seriousness of the situation with Lily's tone. She sounds so calm most of the time, but that could be good or a bad thing depending on how you look at it. Okay, I'll be right there. I collect Hanako's school things from my desk and head straight to Lily's room. I rap my knuckles on her door and she soon calls me in. Lily sits on the table inside her room, looking a little worse for wear. I guess that's because of the bad news. Following her gesture of invitation, I sit across from her and lay Hanako's things on the table. Well, there's no point in either of us waiting. Would you mind going first, Hisao? What happened today? My memory of the incident is already beginning to fade, but I explain it as best as I can to Lily. Not doing too good for a beginning. Inviting Hanako to work with the group, Shizune and Meishu, questioning our foray to town, getting discovered, and subsequent panic attack. I had Shizune's reaction almost as an afterthought, but Lily seems to take some kind of comfort in hearing about it. I guess rivals don't become rivals for no reason. There must be some history there, but now it isn't the time to explore it. I see, she had said her therapist sessions were helping, but I had my doubts. It's quite a shame. Her birthday was caused problems before, but I had hoped that she would have improved with you around and the more intensive therapy. Where is Hanako now? Last time I saw her, she was in the infirmary. I guess she's back in her room by now. She wasn't in the library or the tea room when I checked, so I can only assume that too. You said you also had some bad news. What's the matter? Do they concern Hanako? Lily shifts her position, the body's way of saying she's searching for the right words. My aunt has fallen gravely ill. I'm afraid I'm going to be heading back to Scotland to visit her and to spend some time with my family. What? She alright? When do you leave? I'm not altogether sure of exactly how she's faring at the moment, though at least I heard she was stable. I'll be leaving Saturday. It's the earliest flight I could get. Stable, that's the code word. Needs to stay in a hospital. I've seen stable long enough to know that it doesn't necessarily mean someone is in good condition and merely treading water. On the upside, stable is much better than critical condition. At least she's not in the brink of death. Stable. That's a relief. Yes, but this means that I won't be here for Hanako's birthday. I wanted to tell you now so you could think of something before we told Hanako, but after today's events I'm not sure if there's going to be an issue if we simply cancel the party. I don't think that is much of a good idea. Hanako already knows that we're planning a party now. To go back on that seems like the wrong thing to do. Also, we should do something for your going away, right? You make it sound as if I weren't coming back. If all goes well, I should only be away a week, although possibly 2. That's one relief at least. With that in mind, what do you suggest then? Given the circumstances, I don't think karaoke is really appropriate. You're not going away for the greatest of reasons, so having too much fun would feel wrong. What did you do for Hanako for her birthday last year? Last year, I literally couldn't get her out of her room. She locked the door. All I could do was leave food outside for her, making sure that she was at least eating well. This is perhaps the most depressed I've ever seen and heard Lily act. I feel sorry for her, given how defeated she must feel to be unable to help her closest friend. Perhaps it would be better to throw a party before you leave, then. That does sound like it would be the easiest option. I think we should at least tell Hanako both about your trip and her party. I have her things from class as well. That's a good point. Should we go and visit her? I think that would be a good idea. Part of me is dying to see Hanako. The last time I saw her, she looked like death walking. Huh? Looked like death walking. Huh. I did read that right. And the last few hours have torn me apart just thinking about that. We quietly get up and file out of Lily's door. Hanako's room is right next door in the same hallway. Knocking slightly gets us no response, but the door proves to be unlocked. Lily pauses for a moment as the handle unexpectedly moves up under her hand before opening the door. Hanako's room is slightly bare and monotone. There are no decorations on the plain white walls, a plain dark blue blanket, and only a few books, papers, and purely whatever that word is, items on the shelves. Even her bedsheets are monochrome. The entire room feels as subdued as Hanako's character. Hanako herself is laying curled up on her bed. She may not be crying now, but her tears are closed tightly to stop herself, and the tracks left by her tears still sit on her reddened cheeks. I quietly walk in and set her bag down on her desk, afraid of startling her too much. Hello, Hanako. Hasao told me about what happened today. Are you alright? Hanako's eyes open, though only a little. I'm okay. She tilts her head slightly to look at me, noticing my grimace before I can hide it. Sorry for making you worry. Really, I'm fine now. Yeah, talking like that is hard. She really doesn't look nor sound okay, though at least she seems more calm than she was before. She still looks as if she's the slightest breath could emotionally break her. I said it before, right? You don't need to be sorry for this. Hasao's right. I shouldn't have hidden something like a birthday celebration from you. I see Hanako shiver at the word. Lily picks up on the silence that follows and crouches down to Hanako's level. I'm the only one who should be sorry, Hanako. Hanako's eyes open to peer at Lily. She looks at Lily for some time, taking in her face with those dark and Lily must have made the right impression on her as Hanako recovers enough to prop herself up to the bed and shift to sitting on its side. Hanako worries about many things, but troubling others is foremost among them. Hearing Hanako's shuffling, Lily moves forward and feels out the side of the bed, eventually taking a seat beside her and taking Hanako's left hand in both hers. The feeling of being out of place when the two are together has lessened in the time we've known each other, but it's still occasionally very much there. This is one of those times, I think. Lily, if you want me to go. I don't want that. Lily and I are both surprised at Haneko's mustering her courage. A half-mumbled okay is all I can give her in reply, and I take her desk chair to sit in. Hanako, I'm afraid I have some bad news. So Lily's going to break the news now, with Hanako having framed our relationship so clearly. Perhaps Lily thought the timing was good, at least as good as it will ever be. My aunt has fallen ill, so I need to return to my family for some time. Concern replaces Haneko's remorseful expression. Your family? You mean Scotland, right? That's right. Akira and I will be leaving Saturday. So you're going away. It won't be for too long, probably only a week or two. I'll be back before you know it, and Hasao will be right here. That's right, I'm not going anywhere. Hasao seems to... Hanako seems to take only minor comfort in this, and she does manage to summon some resolve from somewhere inside her. Is your aunt going to be alright? I'm not sure. Silence falls. It's depressing that the thing to truly bring Hanako out of her rut is another's misfortune. Deciding to bring up another matter that brought us here to distract at least in part from the dismal feeling permeating the room. Anyway, we were thinking that it would be a good idea to have a going away party for Lily, and it could possibly double as Cut myself off before mentioning her birthday, as this seems to be a trigger for such fierce emotions within her. Lily gives Haneko's hand a gentle squeeze. Is it right by you, Hanako? It won't be anything lavish or overdone, just something small in my room. So just in the school, just us. That's right, just the three of us. If you like, I could ask Akira to come as well. Okay, you're only going for a week? 1 week or 2, yes, I promise it won't be any longer. Okay. Most people would be upset at hearing a friend's family member falling ill and happy at having a party but with Hanako it seems that both events are in the same level. Alright then. You look like you need a rest, Hanako, so it might be best if we all went back to our rooms for now. You know that if you ever want anything, you can always talk to me or Hasao, right? Lily's voice is permiss an unusual edge for someone as confident as herself. I understand. Thank you, Lily. Hasao. Well then, good night, Hanako. Night. I let out a long breath after the door closes behind us. It feels a little like I've been deep underwater and only now have been able to come up for air. Lily doesn't seem to be doing well either. She looks pale and drawn. Are you alright? I'm just a little tired. I've been hectic lately. It's been hectic lately. Have you slept at all? A little tired sounds like an understatement, given how you look. I think I'll manage to get a couple hours of sleep before class. I'll be okay. I feel bad about pressing Lily right now. I think both of us are pretty tired from everything that's happened to us. I think you should get some rest. It's been a big day and staying up isn't good for your complexion. Thank you for your concern, Hasao. Good night then. Okay, night, Lily. I leave Lily in the hallway as she opens the door to her room and begin to make my way to my own. As I walk down the quiet hallway, I can't get the image of Hanako out of my mind, huddled and pitiable, lying helpless with tears on her cheeks. I begin to think that she was just normal and, if extremely shy person, but her problems run much deeper. Trying to make our relationship further than what we share now, when she's so fragile and vulnerable, won't be right. I don't need to be more than her friend in order to protect her, to try and stop anything like this happening again. The possibility of my feelings for her go beyond that. That doesn't matter anymore. Hanako is precious to me, and that's why I can't take advantage of her. But even so, there's still that sting I feel when I think that way. For now, I need to sleep. Tomorrow, hopefully, will be a better day. Alright, I'm gonna pretty much stop here. I think that's long enough for this one specific video. So just remember, for the people still, following me along in this, remember that the next episode, number 40, will be a nice 40-minute long video. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. I ended up saving it again, but oh well. Alright, see you guys next time. God damn it, stop recording already.